Today's a sad day for me. I'm leaving the Dominican Republic and I'm sneaking out. As you know, there was a court date set up for me tomorrow, and I decided I'm not gonna go because I don't believe in the Dominican justice system. Not that they don't have a justice system, but the Dominican IQ on justice is not very high. They don't know what justice is. From what I determined, from what I've seen from my time here, justice to a Dominican is locking up as much people as possible so they can make profit. Justice for a Dominican is locking up or setting up people, foreigners, for a payday. And I'm just not going to set myself up. This case should have never happened. It should have never, basically, the girl tried to rob me. And she did rob me. And now they want to punish the victim. I'm the victim. So why you want to punish the victim? Because they're opportunists. When they see, opportunity to make money off of somebody, or to get a big payday, the people are gonna, they're gonna come to the feast, and that's how I see it. The American embassy didn't help me when I called them up, told them the situation. It almost appeared that they were laughing on the phone, oh, I'll call you back, and they kind of chuckled. But one thing I do have is street cred. When I was in the Dominican Republic, I have, a lot of people that I knew on the street that was looking out for me. When I had a problem with a girl stealing some items, within 2 hours, even though I didn't know where she lived, I just knew about what neighborhood she lived in. I was able to find her and be in her house, surprising her within 2 hours and taking my stuff back. That's the street cred I have. And I needed help from the American embassy. Was supposed to be there to help people, but they're there to help, I think, white people more so. They're not there to help. They don't want black people traveling around, and if you get in the jam, I don't think their top priority is not to really help you. So I wasn't really looking for help when I called them. I was just looking for what were my options in the situation. So when they didn't produce any, I made my own options. And I remember I have street cred not only in the Dominican Republic, I have street cred in Haiti. So right now, I call my people in Haiti, and their response was totally different from the U.S. Embassy response. I said, I'm going to need help crossing over the border illegally. They said, and I even mentioned, I would pay them to help me out. They said, you don't have to pay us anything. You are a brother. That's what they told me. That's what they told me. That I was their brother. I don't have to pay them anything. And they will send a team to come get me out of here. Now that's the response that a brother has with a brother. You know, that's the response somebody with family is supposed to have with somebody with family. You know, so you know who's really your family and who really ain't when it comes down to, you know, times like this would tell you, you know. So, you know, I've been to Haiti once before. I met some people, got good with the street, and I got good street cred. They treated me like I was a king, even though there's a lot of poverty there. And then once I get there, I'm just gonna fly out. I really don't want to go back to the States, but I might have to just to regroup, you know, work for a couple of months, make some more money, and then I'm off to Belize to make, you know, to get my, start my business. So, we're gonna see. I'm really sad to leave Dominican Republic, you know. I didn't tell anybody I was leaving. I had people living with me at the time. It was hard on them that I was leaving. You know, they were crying. They didn't cry to me, but people were telling me they were crying afterwards. In front of me, they didn't cry. When I left, they were, you know, people were telling me they were crying. So, you know, it hurts. But not everything you know, this world is just temporary. And one thing that made it easier is I don't own any property. I rent. So anybody who, I would never ever encourage anybody to invest in the Dominican Republic as far as owning, you know, because if I had investments here, that would have been a loss. You know, they would have kept on draining me. You know, they would have put me to court. I mean, I know the whole thing was a setup. So if I was stuck here because I had property or whatever, then the courts would have took full advantage of me. But because I chose just to rent and not invest, I was able to get up and go whenever I want. They told me that I had to sign and stay in the country for a year. 6 months. And they started playing games with it. After the 6 months, it became another 6 months. But I was cool with it because I knew that if I decided I wanted to leave the next day or the next week, I was going to leave whenever I felt like I was going to leave. I mean, I just played along with the game until I was ready to go. And now I'm ready to go. Really, I mean, I wanted to stay a little bit longer, but they, you know, they put some court, you know, I'm not going to go to the court. So tomorrow when they see me, I'm not there, they can be looking for me. And hopefully, at that time, I'll be over the border. And, yeah, so that's what's going on right now. And I'll let you know when I reach Haiti. All right, peace out.